In 1979, during the hostage crisis, you had a world-exclusive interview with the Ayatollah Khomeini himself. Can you talk about that Khomeini interview?
Sure.
I just think it's fairly extraordinary.
It was extraordinary. The Khomeini, he didn't have a clue as to, or maybe he did, I don't know, as to who this guy was, this reporter. But the people around him knew that I had spent a fair amount of time in Iran and knew the old regime and wanted to know more about the Khomeini regime. In any case, I remember very well sitting down in Tehran in what was the Khomeini's television studio, sitting.
You had to sit on the floor, didn't you?
Yeah, sitting on the floor. And they said, okay, what questions do you want to ask? I said, we don't do that. Well, fine, you can be as pure as you want, but no questions, no interview. And I said, well, I'm not sure, what's the point? I mean, and he had taken hostages, as you remember.
Right. At the time you're sitting there.
That's correct. So I thought to myself, as I sit there, I figured, what the hell's he going to do? Take me hostage? Fine. Yeah, come on. If I ask some of these questions that I had told Khomeini's people that I wanted to ask, well, they didn't believe that I was going to do it. So I had sat down with Barry Lando, the producer, and we had put together a whole raft of good questions to the Ayatollah Khomeini. And when I was able to say to the Ayatollah Khomeini, you know what Anwar Sadat says about you? Anwar Sadat, forgive me, his words, not mine. Anwar Sadat says, Imam, that you are a lunatic. And I distinctly remember the look on the face of the translator who said, hey, you're the lunatic if you think I'm going to translate this for this guy. And I said, I saw it, I heard it on television. In any case, that got his attention. And that's when the Ayatollah Khomeini said, Sadat, and he proceeds to take Sadat apart. And in effect said, hey, Sadat is not a very good Muslim. He accuses me of that. He's not a good Muslim himself. And in effect, he was saying, I don't predict that he will have much of a future, Sadat. Turned out.
Turned out he was right on that one.
Mm-hmm.